Okay, so the ratchet wheel has a limit dimension, and then we have the ratchet portion 24 times, and we're perpendicular, so that goes that way. Let's see, 90 degrees. I guess to the axis. All right, so again, keyway, and I forgot to do the limit dimension on the other one and mark it for the drawing. So I'll have to make sure to do that, and then I'll have to go back to the other one to update that. So new part, metric. We'll draw our circles. Front plane, sketch. And I missed. So grab that center point and just drop it onto the origin. Alright, so the outside diameter is 152. The inside, draw a couple of these. We have the bore. I'm going to the keyway, to the hub, and then not sure what the outside one is unless it's just a recess. So, alright, so let's start with the 19 to 19.05. We'll set it at 19, and then this is where we needed to come over to the limit dimension, and we're going to give it a plus 0.05 to set the upper limit of the diameter. And so while that's set, then let's see, I'm not seeing it in here, so we're just going to right click on the dimension and mark for drawing. So that changes from the purple to the black, and if I insert the marked for drawing or insert entities into the drawing, that one should definitely come across as a reminder. All right, and then we had 127. All right, so that one stayed linear. We'll put that back the other way, and 38. Okay, so again, if I click on the dimension, go to the liters, switch it over to diameter rather than linear. Those look pretty good. Alright, so let's go ahead and bring a center line out. So I have something to start the reference to. L on the keyboard, and then we're going to bring it over and bring it back. So said we had 15 degrees. So that being the case, let's go ahead and grab another center line. And those will be coincident. And the dimension between will be the 15 degrees. Okay, so that gives me my start. And if I select those two items, go back up to the circular sketch pattern, defaults to the origin. We want 24. Let's come back and look pretty close. I'm not going to bother with the radius or the angular spacing. We already have enough geometry there. If I pull that back to there, maybe that was what the 90 degrees. Okay, the 24 and by 90 degrees. All right, so I can just make those perpendicular. All right, so if it's typical circular, I should be able to drag one of those out and away, and it went ahead and got to fully defined. And my last for the outside will be to make that a construction line, so I can focus on the ratchet. Alright, so depending on how we're building this up, we get the side. And let's see, we still have a couple more circles for the inside geometry. So let's just bring one over this way. And those are 25 millimeters. And from the center is 82. Alright, so if I pick the center point, then I will only have one min max. And since this is basically a radial dimension, then I'll have to divide the 82 in half, come up with the 41, and then make that horizontal. Alright, so one more. Oh, got the linear. Now let's see if we can find. So I'm not seeing the patterns. How about the S key? We have a few more on the S key. Looks like I modified. So maybe this would be a good time to customize. Drag that up a little bit and search for circular. So circular component pattern or circular pattern. Alright, so faces, bodies, or components. So let's see if it's in the sketch tools. Okay, so linear sketch pattern, circular sketch pattern. So we drag that to the bottom, hit OK. Well, maybe one more customize since I'm running out of room here. Let's stretch that out just a little bit so that it's a little more readable. Alright, so make sure I pick up the center and then the entities to pattern, and we're going to have 6 of those. Alright, so in this case I did not create a base circle. So since those are able to move, I'd either have to dimension one more, or I'll just go ahead and put in the base circle. And that one's going to be for construction. The 41 should already pick it up. And then the last of the sketch entities will be my center rectangle. Right, again, and we have the 4.76, and the 2.38 is half of that, so we'll just go ahead and set those to equal. Alright, so again, there's some items that we could trim, do a little bit more with the geometry, but that gets us to where we can select the contours and regions. Alright, pick our name for 42.